Hala, vamos para allá.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always. Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Again? I seen schoolboys swing harder.
No, no veo ningún corazón ni veo nada. Ah, fíjate, esto es lo que decían, que querían construir un sitio para entrenamiento y aquí ya pueden entrenar. A ver qué quiere ella.
want to know what happened in Cosnes. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Y aquí abajo no hay nada más. No, a ver si es una guarida. Me gustaría que la guarida fuera también sencillita. Como lo era la otra. Creo que no les haya ido mucho la cabeza. Más grande sí que es.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Sid?
Tía, mucho más grande. Bueno, tampoco tanto. Estos son las tiendas, el herrero.
Clive, you're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you?
Pues no.
We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement.
A ver, voy a mejorarme la espada.
What do you need? You've forgotten already, because I haven't. Still. Things here ain't too bad. Nah. What do you want?
Fulmecia. Puta madre. O Fulmecia.
No scratches, all right?
Nos la quedamos. Y Fulmecia no se puede mejorar. Esto tampoco se puede mejorar y aunque lo mejoráramos es peor que lo que ya tengo. Entonces, pues tampoco tiene mucho sentido.
That it? Fine.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I would have taken you for a madman. But no, here it is.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have blank.
Is it business or pleasure? Well, you won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still...
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Un arma peor. Cosas que son peores, peor. Disparo cargado, bolas ojos cargado, entre la barra del límite en infligir daño. Bueno. Esto no está mal, vale una pasta, pero no está nada mal. Pero es que ya es bastante fácil el juego, luego si eso me lo compro. Todo lo demás lo tengo. El elixir que hace sube la barra del límite. No, restablece toda la vitalidad. Coño, es muy bueno. Es que vale. No. No quiero un objeto tan roto. Y que cuesta tanto dinero. Y esto es lo de la música. Tenemos biblioteca y todo.
I am a tinker by trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing.
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier. Of Sid's return the faithful sing.
Tampoco hizo mucho titán, están todos los mismos vivos. Han matado a los secundarios, vaya.
Clive. Is everything all right?
Que me llaméis Cid. Cidolcius, o como se llama el otro. ¡Ah! Un tablón. Esto va a ser para hacer misiones secundarias. ¿Qué te apuestas? Misiones secundarias de cazar monstruos, que serán fuertes y darán misiones chulas. ¿A que sí? ¿A que sí? ¿Ves? ¿Ves? Anda que no.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Sí, ahora voy a hablar con ella, voy a ver qué hay por aquí.
Lady Tyre is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed.
La médica.
I'll let her know.
La han hecho bastante más grande, sí.
Escape from the slave markets. How'd you manage that?
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
No, estaba claro que la obra era muy pequeña para lo que suelen ser estas cosas en los videojuegos, que tampoco suelen ser excesivas, pero era muy pequeña. Y esto ya se parece más a lo que imaginaba. Otto cría en su granja chocobos y adamantitas. Tiene 5 animales en total, y al sumar las patas de todos resulta que hay 16. Sabiendo que los chocobos tienen 2 patas, los adamantimanis estos 4. ¿Cuántos chocobos tiene Otto? Bueno, pero son de segundo grado, es infinita. 4 por 3, 12. 12, 14, 15, 16. 3 chocobos y 2... O sea, 3 adamantinas de estas y 2 chocobos.
The Lawsman says I can borrow as many books as I can carry. This was all I could carry.
Go on. Eat up.
What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now.
Al final es verdad que es más grande, pero sigue sin haber nada nuevo más allá del tablón ese que reporte una utilidad excesiva. O sea, todo me parece que es de la misma utilidad que en el original. Lo cual me hace preguntarme para qué lo haces más grande. Además de para que parezca que es mejor.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Joder, esto podría haberlo explicado al principio del juego.
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set a sight on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's Head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be...
A ver, los de Yaran, ¿quiénes son? El Reino de Hierro. Sus habitantes son fieles devotos de la ortodoxia cristalina, religión que venera al alito del dragón como un dios y tacha portadores y dominantes de monstruos impíos nacidos del pecado para poder usar magia. Acto prohibido en el... Son los sangre férrea, sí. Vale, está claro.
Standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
No hace falta ni que me digan dónde está la biblioteca, que ya me la sé. Aquí el personaje no hace el zoom para ir más rápido. Parece que no. Esto es una nave y en algún momento se tiene que poner en marcha, vaya.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kubo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
Sí, pero los Moogles no eran el bicho ese que por ahí.
Twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Un cofre. Ah, mira, y tú estás aquí, Jill, qué casualidad. Duermes en el sofá o en la cama. Hay dos camas. Ah, no. ¿Qué es esto? Ah. Prueba de lealtad que Clive juró a Cid y a su causa. Es un cristal con dos dagas clavadas que simbolizan una promesa, una amistad y un objetivo a cumplir. La destrucción de todos los cristales madre. Vale.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
El ejército republicano marcha hacia Twinside para dejarle las cosas claras al Imperio y los petrosoldados de Kupka se han reunido con él en la capital. Se cuece algo bien gordo, te lo digo yo. Ya te contaré más detalles cuando vuelva a verte esa cara de vinagre que el fundador te ha dado. Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance.
¿Qué coño? ¿Lo saben?
Such a precious gift.
Lo saben. Con la inestimable ayuda de sus amigos se erige otra guarida desde la que continúan sus planes de rescatar portadores cautivos y acabar con los cristales madre. Lo saben. Lo de Joshua. ¿Algo ha pasado ahí?
He did. He was there.
Oh.
It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
¡Ole!
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest? What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastport, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
No sé si hacer la misión secundaria. Dar brea, pulir brea. Vamos a ver qué hay y nos vamos a la fonda, ¿va? Es por aquí.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tet does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we doubt. The old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
No sé qué es eso verde.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here said to make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest.
Bueno, al menos estas misiones tienen un poco más de utilidad. Más o menos que las anteriores, ¿vale? Sí, todas las misiones que hicimos se perdieron y el cristal ya no existe. Voy a Tres Juncos a ver la secundaria y luego ya continúo con la principal. Confirmado que no me hacen nada de daño, ¿eh? Esta parte ha cambiado mucho.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth. Give me some! Yeah.
Sí, pero ¿qué coño es lo verde?
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Sí, bueno, a casa no voy a volver. Voy a venirme aquí.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Hostia.
I'm sorry, Sid. We were too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
Sid? What said you'd be coming?
I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
¿Pero qué es lo verde? Es que no lo sé. ¿Qué es lo verde? ¿Lo verde es la experiencia? En principio entiendo que no. Es que ¿qué rayos es lo verde, de verdad? No lo sé. Crónicas, misiones. ¿Me ponen lo que me dan? No me ponen.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Y eso te madre anda por el culo, Clive. Habrá que matarlo. En algún momento del juego. Es que quiero que la mate Joshua.
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
We're not alone.
Stay down.
Look. Up ahead.
Es Martha, ¿no?
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both.
Los guardias oscuros no explican lo que son.
When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted joke?
A la gilipollas de tu madre.
Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
No me hace demasiado las habilidades eléctricas, la verdad. ¿Arañas?
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Sí, un cabrón de estos, seguramente. Pues no. Oh. Hostia.
No.
Por Dios.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
Hostia.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Oh, que no se me había cargado el ataque.
Stay down.
He utilizado una poción sin querer. Muy lindos los enemigos estos que son igual de estúpidos que los otros, pero ahí el boss.
Is that all of them?
Sí, el boss.
I think so.
Crees mal, queda el boss. No. Hay algo verde, eso desde luego. No sé qué es. Es nuevo.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Matt to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Arthur said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
¿Qué es eso? Ah, es una de las misiones esas de esa dificultad. Pues escorias. Por toda Valistea encontrarás temibles enemigos llamados escorias. Aunque supongan todo un reto, al derrotarlos no solo tendrás guiles y renombre, sino también preciados materiales para fabricar nuevo equipo y mejorar el que ya tienes. También puedes subir del combate si no te ves preparado. Para conocer más acerca de dónde encontrarlas y las recompensas que obtendrás si acaban con ellas, habla con el Moguri de la guarida Néctar junto al tablón de anuncios. Esto es. Ahora veremos. Nivel 25. Ahora veremos qué tal. Hostia, no sé qué me ha hecho. ¿Qué está haciendo? ¿Me va a matar? No. Vale, ya no entiendo. Tengo que tener cuidado y ya está. Eso es, lo tengo ya casi. ¡Hala! Otra vez. Venga, bien. Mierda. Joder. No me jodas que el bug de los cojones, ¿en serio? ¿En serio? ¿En serio toda la vida? Anda, me toman por el culo juego, de verdad. Eso ha sido súper asqueroso. O sea, ¿qué pasa? ¿Que se ha salido y ya está? Mira que lo sabía que iba a pasar eso. Cuando he visto el tipo de bicho que es y lo que se movía, he dicho, ya verás. Mierda, no podía hacerlo. Ahora sí. Ole. Sí, hombre, sí. Son duros, la madre que los parió.
You didn't see that coming.
Joder.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
Y yo, nena, no te acabo de ver.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
The pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Oi, look sharp!
And they call themselves our countrymen.
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
Unpicking what goes on in that woman's head's a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
We're not to move.
Anything catch your eye? There you go. Take care out there, eh?
A ver, tengo poder suficiente, habilidades. Sí tengo puntillos, pero creo que no suficientes. Quería... Buamin. Se añade una segunda barra de límite. Al dominar la habilidad se añade una tercera barra de límite. No. Supongo que en el modo desafío podré conseguir más puntos de habilidad, lo que dice ahí. Y podré hacer esto más fácil, pero es que yo quiero pasar la historia ya. No me quiero liar.
Oi! You there! Don't just pack! You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's true. Why, They saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Go on then.
Vale, bueno, lo había decidido ya, pero lo verde es justicia.
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. You saved Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her riding.
I'm sure I will.
Good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a...
No tengo claros para qué servirá eso, además de para conseguir algún objeto y tal. Y tampoco entiendo la diferencia entre este tipo de misión secundaria y la otra. Pero esto va con un plus.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
A lo mejor cuando me la pase lo entiendo.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind.
A lo mejor es Ambrosia.
Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
Serán como misiones secundarias. No creo, pero podría ser. Como misiones secundarias pero relacionadas con la historia. A ver qué mata estos. Lo que no entiendo es si yo ya tengo una barra de límite, porque en las habilidades me dice añade una segunda barra de límite. Sí que es Ambrosia, ¿no? No, vale, lo que sea.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Hostia, no había visto este. Y además hay uno que cura o hace algo. Tengo que encontrar ese primero. Hasta allí. Ahora, ya podemos enfrentarnos a esto. No lo había visto.
boy.
Ah, voy a cambiar el orden de las habilidades porque no es que me disguste, pero preferiría que el... Bueno, es una preferiría, la verdad.
You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy?
Buah. Pues sí que era él.
That scar. You couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it?
Ya puedo montar a caballo. Una chocobo.
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. Lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now.
Han puesto un parche.
You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No. No, that can't be right. That fellow fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Olé. A ver qué botón es. R3.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
¡Es alta! ¡Ole! Venga, ¿para dónde tengo que irme de aquí? No tengo ningún sitio. Tengo que ir así.
Where's Gav?
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Incrementa el ataque en 12. Yo tenía un emblema, pero era una mierda. Hostia. Espero... Pues están bastante bien. Espero no haberme perdido algunos de los mejores objetos por haberme pirado. Medallón de clérigo, emblema de protección, aumenta el efecto de las pociones y incrementa el daño. Inicial, ya no me gusta tanto. A ver, que primero quiero ver el cartel del cupo este, a ver si puedo hacer cosas especiales.
So Mather's all right.
No. Todo su tiempo ocupo, pero ya he matado a una de las escorias, o sea que... Bueno, el juego me parece que ha pegado cierto subidón, la verdad. O sea, luego pegar algún bajonazo otra vez, pero ahora mismo ha pegado un subidón importante de cosas en general.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sanbreque. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Esto ya va, el cartelito.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Think it's all right to touch him?
Esto que es el huerto, parece.
Won't be long now, Martel.
buy your apples soon enough.
Perfecto.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers. You couldn't take them some, could you?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called. Hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Con lo bien que pintaban las secundarias ahora. Y volvemos a las de repartir manzanas. El Molbol es el bicho ese que matas al principio del juego, cuando todavía no vas ni a donde está el Fénix ni nada de eso, sino que vas con dos al principio del juego y te enfrentas a unos duendes. Y luego aparece un bicho gigante, que es el boss, es el Molbol. Pasado de ser una zona pequeñita a ser una zona enorme.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. And I'd sort that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait.
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since.
Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the dead ones. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Boys down in the backyard a visit to tell him thanks.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Think it's all right to touch him?
Cursebreakers sent their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
A pesar de que fue un capullo.
I didn't do anything really, but
Tuve que ir a por ella. Y a él no le importaba nada.
kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Bueno, tiene más historia que las primeras, es que las primeras eran una mierda. Voy a ver al cupo ese.
That room's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right. Oh, this way.
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know? Right. Well, leaving York, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
El ángel de la muerte. Hostia. Venga. No se pueden marcar de ninguna forma. No, es simplemente ahí donde están. Entre la ciudad y el bastión Norbert. Bueno, a ver. No puedo ir a ningún sitio más. Pues entonces no voy a poder hacer esa misión secundaria.
Here for another of my lectures? One would think. I admit. A far more reputable fellowship. My beloved homeland. Or at least it was. What is it that you wish to learn?
Vale.
Here's the latest information I have.
Hostia, con una línea cronológica y todo, es tremendo. No tengo tanto interés. Madre mía, si hay gente. ¿Esta quién es? Ah.
Study it well, Clive.
Mira, sí, te dice todo lo que has hecho para que te acuerdes y esto está muy bien.
Very good.
That room's as ragged as...
Bueno, pues voy a dejar hasta aquí. Te quiero, nena. Muy prontito, a las 12 menos cuarto. Adiós.